Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Keelan and today I just wanted to do another 10 things to do instead of spending money video, but I wanted to make it specifically January themed because it can be quite hard after the busyness of Christmas sometimes to come up with ideas of things we want to do in January, and I was just like thinking of things myself and wanted to share some with you. So I need to get back myself even back into my no-buy mindset, because whenever I finished my no-buy month in October and I'd been very strict with myself for that month, as soon as it ended I didn't feel the urge to run out and shop, and I thought maybe this will just be my way of life from now on. But it's funny how quickly you can kind of slip back into old habits, and I just want to be as committed to my no-buy year as I was to that month and to stay consistent with it. So I needed to keep myself on track as much as kind of encourage others to do the same. But so far I haven't spent any money other than on essentials, and I haven't spent anything today. I didn't spend anything on New Year's Day, it was just yesterday. I got a birthday card for one of the girls' friends who's having a party on Sunday. I wanted to make one ourselves, but we didn't have any card or envelopes, and I kind of felt like that was going to end up being more expensive than just getting a card. Before Christmas I ordered the girls like flasks for school so they could take warm lunches in with them, but the seller got back to me and said that they were going to give me a refund because it had never arrived, so I got other ones for them to use for school. But I felt like that was like something that they will use like several times a week, and it just means that they can bring, like, they want mac and cheese in school and like noodles and things like that, so hopefully it will encourage them to eat more food, because at the minute when they have packed lunches it's like barely touched. So yeah, I'll start with my list and stop yapping at you. Number 1 is to go on a park run, because it's the type of thing that you can join without having done it before, and it doesn't feel like anyone would really notice that you're new, because they're held in so many different parks in my area anyway, and I'm sure it's the same in most places, and sometimes you just need somebody like running with you to kind of give you the motivation to do it. And I have thought about going for runs myself on the Greenway, I just haven't got round to it yet, and I don't know for sure if I'm a running type of person or I'm more of a swimming and yoga type of person, and I love walking as well. But if you want to run and you're interested in it, it would be a good way to get started without feeling like you have to be brave and go and do it yourself. Number 2 is to wander around winter gardens and to look for signs of like first growth, and also for like naturally occurring ice designs, because I have noticed even the last few days when we've been out on our walks on the Greenway, it's like everybody thinks nature's asleep during winter, but there are so many little signs that growth is happening, and I love looking at the ice that has like created these lovely patterns and designs on leaves even, and there's just so much beauty to see, and it really lifts your spirits. So I think it's important in January to still get outside and appreciate nature, even if it is cold. You can always wrap up warm and then reward yourself with a warm drink when you get home. And I really love I love being out in the cold and then getting home. It's just like the best feeling ever. Number 3 is to look up some warm welcome hubs in your area, because I didn't even know that these existed in mine, but when I searched for them there were several nearby, and it's basically just somewhere that you can go that's warm indoors in the winter months. You can have a cup of tea or coffee and socialise and get to know people, and even do activities at some of them, because I know that one of the ones for us is held at our local like gym and swimming pool, so it would be interesting to see what they get up to. And if you are looking for a bit of like connection with other people in your area, it could be a really good way to do that, and it's somewhere that is obviously going to be heated and have refreshments for you as well. Number 4 is to register for the RSPB Big Garden Birdwatch, and I've done this myself today actually. It's really quick to sign up for it, and they can send you out a digital copy of the booklet for helping you to identify birds in your garden, or you can request a printed one. They're both free to receive, and basically you're just looking outside in your garden and keeping an eye on the birds and identifying which ones come into your garden, and then you can submit them to the Birdwatch and share what you've seen with everyone else that has been involved in it, and I just think it's a nice way to help you slow down and to notice what is happening right outside your window. I love feeding the birds as well, and I've been doing that the last few days because I felt like over Christmas I kind of didn't even realise I'd eaten everything, so I put out more fat balls and seeds for them, and it's crazy how quickly in winter they come and like snap it all up. Number 5 is one that I kind of picked up when I lived in Glasgow, and it is to celebrate Burns Night in January. And before I moved there I hadn't even heard of it, but it's basically like about a poet called Robert Burns, and it's just a night where they celebrate him, and you can recite poetry and get together in a group and join in with it, and then make haggis, neeps and tatties, which is haggis, potatoes and turnips, like mashed. And I just really like that tradition, and I sometimes do still celebrate it here even though I'm now living in Northern Ireland. And you can always replace it with things that you have in your local area, because I know not everywhere sells haggis or turnip, like, so you could use sausages and just do like potatoes in a casserole or some root veg, and it would be the same kind of effect, and then just print off or even just read off online like some of his poetry, and it's just a cozy way to spend the evening. And I think it's nice to have a little celebration in January once Christmas and New Year's kind of wrapped up. Number 6 is to read on your sofa with a fireplace video playing on your TV, and I really like this idea, and I actually need to do it myself soon, because it's really easy to find fireplace videos on YouTube, and you can just put it on the screen if you don't have a real fire. Obviously if you have a real one, like, that's going to be better, but if you don't have one, it's a nice kind of relaxing effect to have in the background, and I think it sort of centers you so you can get more into your reading and just kind of hibernate. Number 7 is to make some comfort food. I love using my slow cooker, and I'm like addicted to it, but you can make them in the oven too. Just make any casseroles or soups that you like, and it's just a good time of the year to celebrate those types of food and to really enjoy it, and just enjoy like the vitamins and the warming effect of it on your body. And I just love the scents that fill the house as well, and it's just like, it really does comfort you both when you're eating it and when you're making it, and it tends to be a slow preparation and slow cook type of process, which I think is perfect for January. Number 8 is to phone your friends that you haven't really spoken to or seen over the Christmas period and catch up with them. And I think leading up to Christmas, even if we are seeing people that we know, it can be quite hard to get into an involved conversation with them because everybody's so busy and distracted with preparing for Christmas. But January is like the perfect month to get a proper catch up with people and have a long chat, and it doesn't feel like you're rushing around and that you're running out of time, and you can just like talk about whatever you like. I think it's the perfect month for catch-ups with people. Number 9 is to do some cross stitch, and this is one that I'm going to try and do myself because I, as I've mentioned in other videos, have had a cross stitch sampler for like 2 years and still haven't finished it, and I always kind of make the excuse that I don't have enough time because you have to sit down and fully concentrate on it. But I think January is a great month for projects that are a bit more time consuming, that you can kind of say you don't have enough time for the rest of the year because you finally have a kind of empty month. You've got all these like evenings in the house when it's cold and dark outside. You're not probably going to be out socializing as much as you would have in December, or you will later in the year. So it's a great time to fit in like slow crafts like that are time consuming and that you can sort of make excuses not to do the rest of the year. And finally, number 10 is to have a pajama day and just treat yourself. Like, my kids love a pajama day, and I think like probably most adults do too. And it's just nice to be like cozy and comfortable in your clothes and relax in your house and just feel like you've nowhere to go and you don't need to have any fixed plans. You can just sort of see how the day unfolds, and I just think it is a nice treat to yourself after the kind of madness and busyness of Christmas to just slow down and do what you feel like doing in your own home, and yeah, just take your time and have a lazy day. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope that these ideas inspire someone to do some like wintry activities for January that you can really look forward to, because I think it needs to be changed from being a month that we dread or that feels too long and kind of depressing into something that we can like celebrate, like, and that we can create our own little traditions in as well. Because I don't think December should be the only month where we get to have fun and enjoy ourselves, and I love the fact that you can unwind in January and there's not really any pressure to be anywhere or do anything. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will make another video soon. And yeah, thanks for subscribing. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe and comment and leave your ideas and thoughts below. Thanks, bye.